Welcome, friends, to your Tuesday Thought Twist. I'm your life coach, Deb Penner. Drops in the bucket. This, as you probably already know, is your weekly opportunity to become a better manager of your beautiful human brain. I want to start this week with a friendly reminder for you. Life is 50-50. 50% awesome and 50% awful. Oh, awful. I like to say that because it's fun. It's a little bit of an alliteration. It's a good time. Makes people laugh. But here's the truth. Life is 50-50. But the 50% that I jokingly apply the label awful to is actually not awful. It would be much more accurate, though perhaps slightly less fun, to say that life is 50% sun and 50% moon, 50% light and 50% dark, 50% hot and 50% cool, 50% linear and 50% circular. Life is balanced by nature. And the 50% that we embrace in our current culture is the light side. It's the hot, the sun, the productive, the linear. It's the side where we are busy and where we are doing. But here's the truth. The natural balance to that 50% that as a culture right now we so praise and we want to live in all the time, the side that we would file under awesome, the natural balance to that is this side that we would potentially file under awful. It's the side of quiet, the side of rest, the side of darkness. And those things are not bad. In fact, they're the place where we realign with our ability to be engaged with the 50% that we value in our current culture. So even though we turn away culturally from the side of darkness, we turn away from rest, from quiet, from circular, from moon and stillness and being in favor of all those opposite things, the hot, busy, productive doing side. We can't live in that side all of the time. We can't live in that side all of the time. Darkness is the natural balance to light. And we need the dark 50% just as much as we need the light. They really can't exist without one another. The balance can't be broken. So when we try to live too much in the side of production, in the side of linear thinking, in the side of heat and doing, we burn up. We have to spend time in the space of darkness, in the space of quiet and stillness and rest and being in order for us to have the things, the productivity, the focus, the clarity, the action that we associate with the side of light. So this week, I just want to invite you to look at what are the things in your life that you would put under the darkness 50%, the awful 50%. Is it emotions that you aren't really comfortable experiencing? Is it rest or quiet? Is it time by yourself? Is it introspection? Is it nurturing? Is it silence? Is it a willingness to be in the preliminary stages of creation where creativity is percolating, but not yet producing? What are the stages, the phases, the pieces of darkness that you are resisting interacting with? And then take a look at how being unwilling to be present with those pieces of darkness is preventing you from being fully present with those counterbalances in the light. There really is no living always in the light. That time in the darkness, that time of percolating, is what allows us to really be in our time of light. So when I say life is 50-50, I don't mean life is 50% things that we love and that are wonderful and that are enjoyable and that are positive, and 50% things that suck. What it really means is that life is in balance. And in order for you to be the best human that you can be, you also need to be in balance. I would love to hear what you think about this. I would love to know what is the hardest piece of darkness for you to be in. For me, that used to be stillness and rest. No more, because I have learned how to be in balance. And I will tell you, and maybe this will be helpful to some of you, my time in the light, my time of production, of doing, is so much more powerful and efficient than it ever was when I tried to spend all of my time in the light. So I spend less time in the light now, but the time that I'm there is so much more powerful. I produce so much more, and the things that I produce are so much better. The quality is so much higher because I've learned to spend my time in the darkness. So what's the hardest aspect of darkness for you to be in? I would love to hear about it. And if you'd like to explore this concept further, I do invite you to hop on a free call with me that's available to you anytime. I will tell you that if you want to do that, you're going to want to get on there pretty quickly and snag yourself a time for the next few weeks as I am approaching our phenomenon retreat at the end of the month. My time for these calls is limited. I don't have nearly as many openings as I usually do. So scoot your little booty on over to drops, DROPS with Deb.com. And right there at the top of the page with the picture of me is a button that says talk to me. Go ahead and click on that. Get yourself one of those really limited times. And let's talk about this. Let's talk about why we're so called to the light in our culture right now and how we're actually holding ourselves back by refusing to interact with the 50% of life that is the darkness. Can't wait to hear what you think, and I'll see you guys next week.